Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So we're going to talk to the Storyteller. Well, Storyteller and Octavia. There's a lot of talking, a lot of reading we're going to be doing. So I found a remarkable artifact. Can you tell me anything about it? Now all artifacts wish to reveal their truths about themselves, but I will do my best. Let me touch it. Give Briar to the Storyteller. The Storyteller takes Briar gingerly. The look on his face is hard to read. It may be awe or unbelievable tension, perhaps anxiety. This burden is far heavier than my shoulders can carry, but I'll attempt to tell you as much as I can. I see the light of a distant world. I feel maimed and scarred by the words. Let your unrequited love guide you. And I become just a part of myself, torn away, cast out, detached. Seek it, hunt it, lust for it. I am falling. I pierce the plains, pass by entire worlds. I am buried deep underground, concealed from the other larger part of me. I humbly wait, century after century. A tiny seedling feeds on my strength, growing to unbelievable size. Creatures, tiny and strange, but vile and wicked, settle in its roots. One of them comes into the hall of the heart of the tree in which I rest. But no, it is not one of these creatures. It is an alien being, hiding its true face. It throws me through the portal, straight into the craving hands of the one who calls himself King Iravetti. The Storyteller stops speaking and sighs heavily. Forgive me, I cannot glean anything more. So that just tells the story of the Briar, how, because it's a part of Nerissa's soul, was ripped from her, thrown to Galarian, and where it landed underground, that's where the old sycamore grew, and then it tells you about Tartuccio coming and claiming it. Alright, so we have some relics that we can turn in. Okay, so I think the Ancient Elves one I never completed because one of the pieces was not in the game. That happened with a couple of the artifacts when the game was first released. I think it was this one. It may have been the Cypress Queen. I don't remember now. But yeah, we'll read about the Technic League outcasts first. Farewell, Technic League. There's not enough room for you and us in this country. Captains and their apprentices, masters and their slaves, arcanists and technicians. Good riddance. We head east to the no man's land. We have to start a revolution none of you has the courage or imagination to engineer. There are 5 of us. Halagi and me, who snatched the device from right under our teacher's nose. Quiet, smart Alira, who knows the meaning of the symbols on the control panel. Ilis and Lam, brother and sister, elves from Keonan, who've been dealing with star scraps for longer than I've lived. We have everything we need to turn this world around. A hunting lodge in the middle of nowhere, where the Technic League will never find us. The best equipment we could steal, and a true miracle in a metal barrel. The most exciting artifact that's ever fallen from the stars. A handful of tiny metal ants and a remote control to command them. The little seeds we'll use to grow our empire. We fixed up the lab in the basement, and it's time to get started. And why did you flee the Technic League? Because these backwards fools can't see what's under their noses or above their heads. This artifact is the discovery of the century, and they just sent it to some remote storage facility and expunged all mention of its existence. They're terrified of the power this relic has. Well, so be it. That just means that power will be gained by someone braver. And what exactly can your artifact do? Anything. Everything. I'm not kidding. These ants can create literally anything. Once we figure out how to control them, we'll possess a unique tool capable of copying any item in the world. This one, or those beyond the stars. Gold, technological artifacts, anything we could desire. Well, please continue. The lab is abuzz. Metal ants swarmed over the golden coin, measured it, and now, bit by bit, they're creating an exact copy. They move in procession somewhere down the underground, then return with tiny bits of gold as well as the other materials they need to build more ants. With a happy smile, Illyria works her magic over the remote control. Once we're done with the coin, we'll try to have the ants copy something more complicated. Halagi's been on a hunt for 3 days now. He's a smart lad. He won't get lost in the wilderness. Especially not with the star equipment he's got. I try to convince myself, but I'm still nervous. To distract myself from these heavy thoughts, I keep helping Ilis and Lam set up the lab. We have so many ants now. There's not enough room for them all on the table's surface. Halagi, where are you? Get back as soon as you can. It's the middle of the night. I'm lying in bed alone. I can't sleep without Halagi snoring beside me. I stare into the darkness. My eyes play tricks on me. It's like swarms of little black specks are marching across the ceiling. It's hot, and my back itches. I toss and turn in bed, imagining how we'll return to Numeria with an army of battle robots, or gearsmen, and we'll live as kings. And where will you get battle robots? I don't know. Maybe we'll create some treasure first, or maybe weapons enough to outfit an entire army. With these ants, there's no dream we can't make a reality. Well, please continue. It's foggy outside. The fog's so dense I can't see the grass under my window. It's hot, and my back itches so much. Lamb went out to search for Halagi. I wander around the lodge without purpose. Something's under my feet. I almost stumble on it. I look through the window. I wait. The smell of rot emanates from the lab, but I can't open the door. It's hot. I want to go out, breathe fresh air, but I can't find the door. There's something under my feet. I kick it away and go back to bed. My whole body itches. I lie staring at the wall, in the darkness. It seems like tiny black dots move across the wall, creating odd patterns. We'll return to Numeria as kings. What's wrong? Are you ill? It's hot. So hot. So itchy. We'll be kings. We'll get back. So hot. Please continue. It's unbelievably hot. The walls of the lodge are covered with glowing lines. Countless ants swarm busily, turning them into what? What is it? I don't know. I scratch my skin, and it peels off in bloody patches, ants swarming underneath. Alyssa crawls on the floor, breathing heavily. The smell of rot from the lab is unbearable. It's getting even hotter. I want to get up from the bed, but my legs have been eaten by the ants. I smell something burning. Our teacher looks through the window from outside, his face a grimace of disgust. Did they find us? Wait, we'll get back to Numeria and live as ants. So hot. There's black fog everywhere. Ellis rolls over the floor, trying to beat off the flames. Where's Halagi? He must have returned from the hunt by now. The storyteller's head is covered with beads of sweat, his face grimacing in pain. He rubs his temples. That is how the revolution of the 5 Technic League outcasts ended. Fortunately, they were found and eliminated before the metal ants finished constructing whatever it was they were building. Are you alright? This story simply gave me a headache. It is nothing. It shall pass. Well, thank you for the story. Alright, tell me about the kingdom of the ancient elves. Alright. The storyteller's back straightens, and his voice becomes militant, direct and precise. I'm guarding the royal chambers. I can hear the queen weeping, inconsolable. I clench the hilt of my useless sword so hard it makes my fingers ache. There's no way for me to help my lady. King Lethoriel the Wise is ill, and we all pray for his swift recovery. That's what they told the populace. The truth is much worse. The king isn't really ill, at least not in the traditional sense. He lies staring unblinkingly at the ceiling, barely breathing, neither alive nor dead. The queen is at his side day and night. The high priestess begs for guidance from higher powers. The court wizards relentlessly cast their best spells. I'm afraid that even the sisters would be unable to help us this time. Who are the sisters? Magical creatures, the royal house's closest advisors. 3 sorceresses with covered faces. Maybe Fae, maybe Celestial, who knows? Oh no. She used the Fae sisters on the Elven Kingdom as well. Long ago, they served our king's mother, the Honorable Lavalee the Road Builder, the founder of Rushwood. Our kingdom wouldn't have flourished without their magic and their wisdom. Let me guess. His Highness's crown was missing. How did you know that? Yes, it's true. They found the king in the garden, lying as if dead, with no sign of the crown. Who would dare touch His Highness, let alone have the nerve to remove the crown from his head? It's been 10 days, and we're no closer to solving the mystery. Please continue. It was a disgusting scene in the council hall this morning. The prince struck his sister on the face in full view of the queen, the advisors, and the court. She said it was time for us to stop lying to ourselves. It's been a month, and the king is no better than the day we found him. She said we should admit he was dead. It took the prince some time to find the words to answer. His voice cracking, he accused her of wishing to usurp the throne to fulfill some chaotic fantasies of sending a crusade against the Cyclopes? I distinctly recall the look the princess gave her mother, but the queen kept silent. The sisters, the court, the guards under my command, everyone watched her in silence. She quickly left the council hall without saying another word. You mentioned Cyclopes. Far to the west, beyond rivers, impassable swamps, and a wall of mountains, a tribe of Cyclopes recently appeared. Our scouts reported that oh my goodness. The scouts reported that they had escaped from faraway Golgan for some reason. They decided to found a new kingdom called Coloran. The Cyclopes are fearsome, but they're too far away to be a threat to us. King Thoriel is called the Wise for a reason. He decided that we would only engage them if they dared to move troops against us, and only to rebuff their attack. We would not initiate a war with them. The king and the court argued regularly with the princess on this topic. She felt that the threat should be nipped in the bud. And who do you think is right? It's hard to say, really. I want to believe the king will wake up, but if, God forbid, he doesn't, the kingdom needs a ruler. Please continue. It's the dead of night. I'm in the queen's chambers. She whispers an order to me. I don't frighten easily, but I shudder. She's tasked me with gathering people who are loyal to her and arresting the princess at dawn. Her Highness is sure her daughter is plotting a coup, and she wants to avoid such bloodshed. Doesn't she understand that this act will unleash the very feud she's hoping to avoid? I'm leaving the queen's chamber. My heart pounds so hard I fear it might stop. I'm terrified by what I'm about to do. A short note, hastily placed in a maid's hand. Forgive me, your highness, but I would sooner besmirch my honor with treason than allow you to ruin your own kingdom, and your own daughter. Do you think the princess is innocent? I'd stake my life on it, even my honor. The princess is loyal to Rushwood. The prince's slap today wouldn't be enough to make her turn against her people. The queen knows it too, I'm sure. So why did she decide her own daughter was plotting a coup? And why didn't the sisters talk some sense into her? Maybe the prince is spreading lies about his sister. Yes, that must be it. Please continue. At dawn we approach the princess's chamber, and we see a team thrice as large barring our way. We're disarmed and discharged. The queen is in honorary confinement in her chambers. The carnage has been prevented. No one knows of my crime, save my own conscience, which is enough. I sentence myself to banishment from the country I love above all else. The country in which I am now ashamed to look even the lowliest garbage collector in the eye. At least he fulfills his simple duty with honesty. The storyteller pauses a moment, his blind eyes seeming to stare intensely into the distance. A dirty roadside tavern. It smells of sour beer and burnt bread, and all I hear are these rough, barbaric tongues. I question travelers incessantly for news out of Rushwood, and what I hear makes me want to grab the swill they serve here and drink myself into a stupor. Power passed into the princess's hand without any bloodshed, but the prince has retired to his estate, to gather troops against his sister. I've no doubt. But betrayal didn't prevent the feud, it simply delayed it. He'll need just half a year, I fear, and no longer. I kneel and pray to all the kind gods. May they grant mercy, may they keep safe the kingdom I couldn't. The storyteller sighs heavily and shakes his head. After a moment he continues, his voice returned to normal. As you can likely guess, the gods did not answer his prayers. Soon, Rushwood was devoured by the fires of the royal feud. And then Earthfall wiped even Rushwood's ruins from the face of Golarion. Was it all a plot by the sisters? There's no indication of this in the guards' memories. I consider that to be the most likely probability. They were trusted as kind guardian spirits. It would not cross anyone's mind that they might entrap the king's soul into his own crown, then defame the princess to her mother and her brother. And what happened to the banished guard captain? He traveled to the Thessalonian Empire. He served as a guard and gave lessons in swordplay, but that's where his trail goes cold. I think he continued to question travelers for news of Rushwood to the end of his days, trying to decide if what he did that night was right. Maybe arresting the princess would have avoided the feud after all. Who can say? I do not believe he ever found the answer to his questions. Well, thank you for the story. Yes, that one was definitely new. I did not recognize that one. Also didn't recognize the Technic League one. I don't remember it. Alright, should I talk to Lindsay? Because we completed her quest back in... Okay. Do you know now what your calling as a bard is? Yes, You know, before I used to think I was some kind of preacher of good and beauty. I thought the delicate intricacy of words could make the world better. But who am I to change other people? They're not chicks, and I'm not their mother hen. They're to cuddle them with warm, comfy lies. I'm a bard. My job is to honestly tell the stories that must be told. Like yours. To preserve them. To save them from being lost to time. And people, they'll make their own conclusions. They're clever enough on their own. Oh, okay, well, we actually have some buildings to build. Well, I think we get a free building. Alright, we'll deal with that in a second. Let's build some stuff. Free printing house. This, there we go. Is there not a fort? Well, I know it's in alphabetical order, and there it is. Alright, let's actually exit out of here. I need to build a teleportation circle or a mage's tower in Patox because it doesn't have one. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'll drop a black market in. Where does that go? Well, I guess a bulletin board would also be beneficial. Oh, nope. Don't want a black market because I don't support the, I've supported the bandits more than the common folk. Kobold, troll, or goblin quarters. Okay. We'll put the bulletin board elsewhere. There we go. I guess it doesn't have a lighthouse, does it? Oh yeah, I need a mage's tower. Shoot. I might get rid of the library so I can put a mage's tower in because I goofed up. Oh, Swordlord Academy. I think because this is a city, yeah, I can't build it in my... I can't build it in my, the capital because it's not a city yet. Alright, let's go talk to Octavia, and then we'll focus on upgrading the kingdom and stuff. I have a lot of money to spend, so I can buy a lot of BP, and I wouldn't mind going back to Patox, because there are merchants that appear there now that I own the city. A dragon bite. What was that? Wow, Octavia stands beneath a tree, looking once again at the fibula with Della Fiorni's coat of arms. Well then, no more mysteries. I know who I am now. Octavia gently pins the fibula to her clothes. Hereditary Marchioness Della Fiorni. Beautiful words for someone called Hey You all her childhood, aren't they? Now, Your Highness, please address me solely as Your Excellency from now on. Octavia is trying to maintain a solemn expression, but less than a few seconds pass before she breaks into laughter. Kidding. I'm kidding, of course. In all seriousness, I'm just happy to know my mother didn't betray me. This was all just a mistake. A terrible, idiotic mistake, but still fixable. Now I have a family, apart from our own insane team, of course. You, Reg, Lindsay. I wouldn't leave you for the world. Yeah, I'm glad you found it in your heart to forgive your mother. I didn't think I could really do it, but I'm glad I won't have to carry this hatred with me for the rest of my life. I let it go just as I let Janos go before, and I don't regret it. Well, Your Highness, what's next? You have the entirety of the Grand Della Fiorni family as your loyal vassals. Whatever you have planned, I'm with you till the end. Alright.
In due time.
So I'm going to build some stuff in my townships as we go, so I can try and get cities before the end of the game. Let's quick save just to be safe, because I can always mess up. Alright, then we gotta look and see what we can upgrade and all that jazz. Alright, you start working on yourself, Mygar. Bartholomew. Oh, wait. Oh no, I messed up. You work on yourself. My bad. Oh, I could have done that anyway. Alright, well, screw it. Let's do that then. There's other people I can rank up. We'll do the Warden next, I guess. Let's look at... That's a town. Are you a town? Village. I can't upgrade you yet. It's fine. Sorry, can I not make another town, or am I... Sure. Alright, here. Alright, Warden has reached level 6. Eureka. The Howling Wolves done. Okay, what else do we got? Warden needs advice. Fey magic is a problem. I'll put you on that. Mercenary army. Warden needs to talk. That's fine. Your Highness, our border regions inform us that remnant groups of barbarians are still carrying out raids, burning villages, and taking peasants as slaves. We must put an end to this. We could perform a preemptive strike, send out a regiment, scour all the nooks and crannies that the barbarians might be hiding in. However, this would be risky. It would mean playing the game by their rules. They never face us in a decisive battle, but instead lure our troops deeper and deeper into unknown territory. They'd force us to fight in constant skirmishes, and wear us down until our soldiers simply started deserting en masse. My advice, strengthen the guard in the settlements along the border, and fortify our position there. Then the barbarians will have to come to us, and they'll be easily dealt with. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what they wanted us to do. Start chasing them across the hills. Double the guard in all the raided regions. We shall defend ourselves. A grim look of satisfaction spreads across Keston's face. As you command, Your Highness. We'll show the savages how this land forges her men and women. Ring of magic devices. Dragon's face attempts to look reserved and solemn, but he cannot hide his contented smile. Your Highness, I see things are looking up for your lands, as well as in my smithy. Your army grows, giving me more work, and your subjects show ever more respect to their ruler, and his court craftsmen as well. Allow me to present this token of appreciation. Mark of the Guardian. Never seen that before. What are you? +6 enhancement bonus to charisma and intelligence, and a +5 resistance bonus to all saving throws. I mean, I think it's most appropriate to give that to Octavia. Oh yeah, she gave me, what, Ring of Magic Devices? +5 confidence bonus to use of magical devices skill checks, and the ability to cast a spell magic spell twice. Okay. Mark of the Guardian. The fancy material of this shiny armor is extremely smooth. It seems to reflect everything that falls on its surface like a mirror. Enhancement +5, negative energy resistance 30, and then fire, acid, cold, and electricity resistance 10. This +5 full plate grants its wearer negative energy. Okay, yeah, that's it. It's actually not bad. What does harems do? I still think harems looks cooler, but I think this is better. No, wait, that's more armor. What? Oh, because of the dexterity bonus. Valerie, how would you like this? There we go, that's more armor for her. Oh yeah, I can't forget I need to do the spawn of Robogug before we, yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, nope. Okay. Is he the only one I can rank up? That's disappointing. Alright, we'll get rid of that then. That feels silly after that. Let's see what we can build here. I already have a lot of stuff being built. Never mind. Can we upgrade the bulletin board? Where's the bulletin board? Nope, can't upgrade the bulletin board. That courthouse makes sense in a place for law. We'll do a jail. And things that represent law, because I am lawful. I'm supposed to be lawful neutral. Obviously, I've strayed from that path a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to forget to go deal with the spawn of Robogug. Could put him on that. Oh, didn't mean to do it twice. Everyone's still busy? Alright, well I guess that gives me the opportunity to go to, check out my advisors. No, he's not. But you can't level him up anymore, he's already ranked 10. Okay, well, let's talk to the Warden. Then I guess we'll head towards the spawn of Robogug for the next episode. Since no one else wants to be, ranked up. Keston's ever-grim visage is painted with concern. Ill news, Your Highness. The guard refuses to go out on patrols. The officers have declared that their people will not take up weapons until the conditions of their service are improved. Truth be told, it is rare for a kingdom to see their guard take part in so many battles, wars, raids, and monster hunts. Your Highness may instead pay for the services of mercenaries, but I think that our boys deserve some time off. They risk their lives every day, and they need to spend more time with their families, while they still can. Yeah, tired warrior is no use anyway. Let our guardsmen enjoy the rest they so deserve. A slight smile crosses Keston's lips. Thank you, Your Highness. I go and tell your people the good news. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. Okay, so I could rank up the Warden again, but I think what we're gonna do is go towards the spawn of Robogug first. I'm gonna go out to the level 18. I think we got it. I think we got him here. I also want to see how long until the next Bald Hilltop attack. $64 days. Alright, so yeah, we have a little bit of time. I don't think we're going to be able to max out everything in our kingdom, sadly, but let me exit and I'm going to check it. Actually, look at my stats since we get out here. Oh wait, no, let me sell the stuff I have. What are you using? Might be worth giving her this. Listen until we need carry capacity. Obviously, we're not going to show that. Alright. I think that Jubilos is better for the upcoming confrontation. Now, is he worth bringing? I think so. And she's definitely worth bringing. I'll have her cast the wall spell over and over again. Or not spell, but y'all know what I mean. I think this will do. Because his holy bombs are... Jubilos holy bombs were one of the few things that were damaging the spawn previously. But we're, what, level or 2 higher now? And last time I also didn't have the Bloodhound. I didn't have all the top tier equipment from the Lonely Barrow. Stats. Yeah, all of our stats are really good. Espionage needs some work. I always get Espionage like really late into the game. My community is only rank 8. That's not good. And Espionage is only rank 2. That's not good. Alright. Let's just go and teleport to... Was it... No, it was, Hayward, right? Let me do one more thing. Make sure... Alright, so instead of energy drain, because I don't think that's going to work. I don't think it's going to work on the spawn. I mean, I guess I could try it. I think it's better than having Polar Midnight damaging our own party. Because he's going to succeed in those checks, so I may as well just cast Energy Drain twice and see if I can reduce his level. Really don't need 2 Frightful Aspects, but whatever. Death Clutch might work. So I don't know why I have Righteous Might here. Spell resistance would probably be better. This is important right now. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Next episode, we'll meet outside the spawn of Gug's lair, and then we'll go and try and take him on again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.